My name is Zov Karamardian, proprietor of Zov's Restaurants. This soup recipe is my mother's recipe, and this is something we used to have every day or a couple times a week at our house. It's comforting, it's delicious, and it's really simple to make. MaxLove project was introduced to me about 5 years ago, and I was blown away with the things that they do. Teaching parents how to cook healthy meals, because food is medicine, and we all believe in that. This speaks very close to my heart because we have a family member who was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he was a miracle child. He survived. So today I'm going to make the golden lentil soup. It starts with red lentils, and we have celery, and we have carrots and onions, a little bit of rice for thickening, and the terrific spices, cumin, lemon pepper, salt, and pepper. Carrots, we just cut some carrots here. Celery, cut them about 1 inch thick. The most important thing in getting a really delicious soup is the technique that you really have to follow. This goes to any kind of soup. You have to saute the vegetables until it's caramelized. Now, onions for me is a difficult thing to chop because I have very sensitive eyes, and this is something I'm going to show you. It's really funny, but don't laugh at me. I actually wear these goggles when I make this chopping onions. They actually really work. We've had the restaurant now for almost 33 years, believe it or not. We started with 3 employees. Now we have over 200 employees working for us. And the reason for our success is because we have consistent food. We are part of the community. We support the community. So chop these really well. I'm doing it fast because I don't want the onions to get in my eyes, because once they do, it's really hard to stop. I think success so far. So here we go. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Always add a small piece of vegetable into the oil to see if it sizzles or not. What you want really is to get all the sugars out of the vegetables in order to have that flavor. Otherwise, you're just boiling them. And then add your onions. Then I'm going to add the carrots. Mix it well. Right now, we're working with the sweet part of the vegetable here. So now it's going to take a little time, about 10 minutes, to get those vegetables caramelized, which is really, really important. Once the vegetables are nicely caramelized, we're going to add the lentils. There's a pound of lentils here. And then rice to thicken the soup. Here we have 12 cups of water. Keep stirring it as you're adding the spices. I have seasoned salt, a tablespoon. You could see the bits of the onions in there, caramelized. Lemon pepper, which is fantastic, one of my favorite spices to use. Now, the soup will be pretty watery when you add all the ingredients, but the next day it's going to get really thick. So don't worry, you can add more water or more vegetable stock to it. And then at that point, you have to really adjust the seasonings, because when you add more water, it's going to get diluted. So you need to add more spices to it. Then I cover this, let it cook for 10-20 minutes till it boils. Oh boy, this is really nice and boiling. As you can see, there's a lot of foam collecting on top of the soup. Wow, this is amazing. It smells so good. Thank you so much for having me here today to show you how to make soup. That doesn't necessarily mean lentil soup, but the techniques of making wonderful soup. Please make this for your family, because I know they will really enjoy it as much as we have. This is one of our most favorite soup at the restaurant at Zov's. Here we are. A little garnish for you. And voila.